Alright, I'm going to talk about Smallville Season 10, the upcoming last season, which is supposed to be airing at October or September, one of the two, I'm not for sure. But 10 years the show's been on, that's a long time. I think that's probably one of the longest running shows, especially in these days, because television shows these days don't last long at all. They're lucky if they make it past even the pilot nowadays. Um, but I'm very much looking forward to the season. I enjoyed season 9. I thought that was the best out of all of them so far. And season 10 looks like it's going to be great. If you haven't seen a trailer, they pretty much have him, um, you know, pretty much acknowledging that he's going to be Superman this season. So that makes me happy. He's going to actually get to fly and no more of this fancy fitting around, just straight up Superman. They're going to have Darkseid in here. Brainiac's coming back. And it looks like they're going to be exploring some other things too. It looks like if you've seen the trailer, Chloe actually puts on a Dr. Fate helmet, which is interesting. Also, more news. I was reading on CBR a while back. Chloe's actually going to be in Action Comics, so she's going to actually be part of the DC universe, and that's going to be interesting to see how they incorporate her into the comic books. Although they did kind of do it in Secret Origins, where Clark Kent was sick or something in the hospital, and on a casket or something, it was Chloe's name. So that's going to be interesting. But back to Smallville, it's going to be a very good season. It looks like it's going to be a very fun season and a good way to go out. Like I said, 10 years running, very long time for a series. And what I want from this season is more maturity. I want to see Clark more outgoing. I should say I want to see him more sure of himself, because in the previous season he's always doubted himself, and he's always had, these very big fears and stuff like that. I just want to see him Superman front and center and just doing his thing and not really being afraid. Of course he's going to have fears, but having more confidence in himself that he can do whatever is needed to get the job done. So, well, by Superman standards. But yeah, this is going to be a very interesting season, because I was hoping that Lex would come back, but I don't think the gentleman who played him is going to come back. Michael Rosebaum, I don't think he's going to come back, but it would have been nice to have him back, and even have Lex in the I know this is kind of getting out there, but have Lex in the armor he has. That would have been cool. But they said they're gonna really amp it up this season as far as like fights. They're gonna have actual fights in here and stuff like that. So that's surprising. I'm wondering what they're gonna do. What happened with Zod? If he's gonna be back, or is he just gonna be in the Phantom Zone and stuff like that? Darkseid is definitely going to be interesting this season. I'm wondering who they're going to get to play him. He's going to be a major player. So I'm hoping that they, address the whole thing with the secret identity stuff, because throughout the seasons, Clark really, his time in Metropolis, he hasn't been wearing the glasses at all. He's just been going around as the Blur and stuff like that. And with this season, we're also going to be getting Jeff Johns is going to be writing another episode. We're going to get to see Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. That's going to be very cool. And Blue Beetle is supposed to be getting his own show, and hopefully we get to see more characters in here too, because I really like when they guest star characters. Hoping to see more of Green Arrow. I've enjoyed Green Arrow on the show. He's been very fun and useful. Amanda Waller, she was fun in the show. Hopefully we get to see more villains, DC villains. Like, I like to see Deathstroke on here, Deathstroke the Terminator on here. I think he'd be cool, and some other villains that we really haven't seen on screen yet. That'd be very cool. But don't get it too out there. Just focus on the story of Clark Kent becoming Superman. And I hope this has a better ending than Lost did, because everyone hated the ending to Lost, and I really don't want this ending to just suck. So, but it looks like the writers are really getting down to business. They really want to make this show go out with a bang, and that's going to be fun to watch. So, really not much else I can say right now. I don't know much about what's going to be happening. Just like I said, the villains they have announced, Darkseid and stuff like that. That's going to be fun. Oh yeah, Jonathan Kent is also coming back. I'm really wondering how they're going to incorporate him back into the show, because he's been gone for a long time. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do with him. I mean, because in the comics right now, Jonathan Kent is actually deceased. So I'm wondering how they're going to incorporate that into the show. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with him. It's going to be nice to have the actor back as well, because I enjoyed both Martha and Jonathan Kent in the show. They were a big part of the show during the first couple of seasons. They were very, very enjoyable to watch. Also, Martha is going to be back again, if I'm not mistaken. And Lionel Luthor, looks like they showed in the trailer. I think that was just showing back at the previous seasons, though. But the guy in the tank, I'm guessing that's Lionel, maybe? I don't know. I could be way off. But if you haven't seen the trailer, it's up on YouTube. If I can find a link, if they didn't take it down, I'll put it in the bottom of the video. So that's really all I have to say about the upcoming season, 10th season of Smallville. I'm going to do a video when the season or the series finale happens, and talk about what shows I would like to see after Smallville ends. Of course, they're talking about Blue Beetle, like I mentioned earlier, but I just really want to talk about some other shows that I would like to see on the network after Smallville is done. And that's all I'm going to say, and I am out.